Hey everybody, welcome to ScottysMotoGarage. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing. I got a new helmet, so I wanted to document it and do a quick unboxing for you guys. I'll do some testing on it later on when I'm riding, and I'll do a follow-up as far as what I think about it while riding, for using it for vlogging, all that kind of stuff. But for right now, well, shit. Definitely have to cut that part out.
2 hours later.
Alright. Let's see if I can continue this without going into another big sneezing fit.
3 hours later.
Anyway, so as you can see, I'm bundled up. It's cold. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning and it's like 40 degrees outside. So trying to knock this out since I have my heater off, my space heater off in my garage while I'm recording this, so I don't get a bunch of background noise. But anyway, so what I'm going to be unboxing is I got the AGV Pista GPRR, and this is the Assen, yeah, I think it's Assen, 2007 Valentino Rossi replica. So been eyeing this helmet for a long time, been keeping an eye on it, wanted it for a long time, but found it on a super good closeout sale for Black Friday, so I finally decided to bite the bullet and get it. So this is my first AGV helmet. This is my first Pista. I know it's really popular right now among content creators. Not the main reason I got it. In fact, a lot of people say these aren't like the greatest helmets for like doing motovlogging and stuff. So mainly got it because I wanted to try out the AGV Pista, and also because I'm a huge Valentino Rossi fan, and so this helmet is one of the ones that he rode, or a replica of what he wore when he was riding, so I wanted to do that. So it's a collector's edition, or a special edition. Let's see exactly what they call it. I believe they called it a collector's edition, but it's a FIM Racing homologated helmet. So it's got the FIM logo on it. So can't remember exactly what they called it, but anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. Also, since I got a nice helmet, while I was at it, I bought a nice AGV helmet bag for it. That's what I'll be storing it in. And then I hate clear visors, so I went with the red, I forget what this is called, the actual color. Anyway, Iridium red. It's like a mirrored visor, so I think that'll go good with it. Plus, I'm going kind of with the red theme of my new Aprilia, so I'll probably be going and putting that on, because most likely the clear is just going to be stored, because I almost never wear clears. So anyway, so let's get this opened up. So exciting. Let's come out of the box in here. Alright, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Safety, user safety manual. So it looks like we got a AGV sticker. Oh, okay, so I think these are the block offs for your events, which that's one thing some people were actually complaining about, that because I've watched some other people do reviews on these helmets, is that the vents are either open or you have to put these little covers on them. And then if they're not like, it's not like most helmets where you just pop them open or closed. So let's set these all down here. See what else is in here. I think that's the so this thing does come with a mouth, not a mouth, what am I thinking? A hydration system hose and all that kind of stuff for you, which most likely I won't use. So, and then a bunch of this extra like foam and stuff. So I don't know exactly what all this stuff's for. So I will read further into that. It comes with earplugs. So yeah, I'll dig through that stuff later, but figure out what all those things are for. Sticker out. I like stickers. So that. Okay, and then this is Valley 46 by limited edition. That's the wording I was looking for. Limited edition. So if I remember correctly, let's see here. I want to open this without like ripping it all to shreds. But from what I understand, this is a letter that Valentino wrote about the helmet and like how he came up with the theme for this helmet and stuff. So we'll open this up. I won't waste a bunch of time on it. I know everybody probably isn't as interested in this, but I'm kind of a MotoGP junkie, and so this is cool for me. I've been watching Valentino race his whole career, and actually met him once in Austin. I was down there. I used to drive truck, and I was down there in the airport, and he was leaving after the races. So it looks like it's written in English and Italian. So yeah, so it's a cool little letter about the helmet and the race and all that kind of stuff. So that's a cool touch. So I will put that aside, save that for sure. I will save my box because I always save my helmet boxes. What else we got in here? Let's see before I yank the helmet out. Okay, so this is the pin lock. So we got a pin lock for the helmet, which I have yet to use a helmet, well, I have helmets that are eligible or are set up to where it can handle them, but I've never used one. So I don't know what I think this is. I don't know what this is, unless these are tear-offs. I think those might be tear-offs. But I've never used a pin lock system, and I've been wanting to try one, so I think I'll probably end up using it on this one, just to see how it works, because I know the other night I was out riding and it got really foggy over in the bay, and to the point where I was riding down the freeway with my visor open because I couldn't see where I was going. So anyway, it's alright, let's get this up and out of here. Oh, what's this? Oh, no way. I didn't know. I think this is a smoked visor. I didn't know that it came with one automatically. But I believe that is what this is. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's a little bonus I wasn't expecting. So yeah, so we got a smoked visor. So now we'll have a clear, smoked, and then we'll have the red one that I got. Yeah, because I even looked in the description, and I don't remember it saying that because I might have held off on getting the other one till later. I mean, it's not super dark smoked, but I mean, yeah, that's awesome. So, all right. So the helmet's in a nice, it's like, I don't know what kind of cloth this is. Got the AGV logo. Has a belt, almost kind of like a helmet strap looking thing to hold it closed. So it's opened up. Hose stuck up in there. Hydration hose. It's tight. All right, there we go. Man, look at that. So yeah, it's got a hydration system in it. I'll probably just pull that out because I don't really plan on using that. But nice to know it has it if I want it. But so there it is. 46 AGV, and then it's got a record on the top, and then in the back it's also got the DOT and the FIM stickers, and then this looks like a limited edition RR. I guess okay, so there was only 2007 made because it was from 2007. And this is number 970. And then you got Valley on playing the guitar on the back. It's like a 50s album cover. I don't know if you can see that very well. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So, all right. Nice. So I'm going to pull this cover off. Yeah, so here's your vents. Okay. Just those ones stay open. These are the ones that those other pieces that I had showed earlier, those rubber pieces. Button release. And I noticed that's another thing a lot of people have said that on the AGV Pistas, these things don't they don't ratchet, so there's not like you can't just and have it set in a certain spot. It's kind of like open or closed, and then it's got a clip right there. You just got to push the button and it opens up. So let me see here. About how you detach this. It's just pull it. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just in there. It's not actually hooked up. So I'm gonna pull that out and I'll just leave it in the box because most likely, like I said, even if I ended up going to the track, I probably wouldn't be wearing this helmet, and I probably wouldn't use a hydration system, excuse me. So, all right, moment of truth, let's try it on. So I got an extra large. Hoping that's pretty much what I've always worn in all my helmets, so I'm pretty confident that's what it'll be, but I'll give it a shot. Honestly, I mean, it's not bad. Like it's definitely pushing in on the cheeks. I would almost say, if I had to say, it's like, I don't know. I don't think if I would have went for a large, I think it would have been too tight, because right now, like I'm almost biting my cheeks when I'm talking. So it's definitely pushing in on my cheeks, and it's definitely not slopping around in my head. I know when it breaks in a little bit, it'll definitely be looser. But I think just as review wise, I wear an HJC. I also have a Bell helmet. Those are all extra larges. You can hear I'm talking kind of funny because Like I said, it's pushing my cheeks in, so I'm kind of having to like push out against the helmet so I can talk normal. But I believe that if I'd have went for a large, it would have been too small. So we'll just hope that it doesn't stretch out too much. And then if it does, I can always see what I can do about putting some extra padding in or something. But I'd rather have it be a little too loose than to be too tight, because if it's too tight, then you're gonna get a headache and it's gonna be, you just won't end up with it. So anyway, yeah, I like it. It's light. Wow, it's super light compared to the other ones, and it feels like, I think the way it's cut, it just like, it feels like I can move my head around a lot without good field of vision. So yeah, all right. Let's see. We'll pull this out because we're not going to be storing it in there. I'll just put the rest of the stuff back in here. Well, at least all the stuff that I know we're not going to use will go back in there. We'll leave that stuff out. I'll put the letter in there. So I probably won't use that. The tear offs, and I probably won't use those. I'm gonna leave the pin lock out. And we'll leave that out. Put the hydration system hose in there. And we'll leave the other, we'll leave the visors out. So, but other than that, we should be done with this. I want to see how easy it is to swap the visors out. Because that's one thing. I have an HJC helmet that I really love, but you actually have to screw the visor bolt. It has like bolts on the sides. You have to screw them in and out. Well, after about 6 months of commuting, and when I go to work it's light, when I come home it's dark, so I was swapping back and forth. So I'm gonna take this off. So I ended up one of the bolts stripped out. Luckily my my dark visor was on there because that's the one I use the most. And in fact, that was the first time I ever rode at night with a dark visor. And actually around here, I mean, I know some people probably live where it's super dark. You might not want it, but for me, where I live, especially coming home, even when I get out away from the city, there's a lot of cars going the other opposite direction, and it's a 2-lane road. So having the dark visor actually works better for me. It doesn't, I don't get blinded by the cars like I normally would. So once I wore one night, like I pretty much, even though I couldn't take it off, I wouldn't have anyway, because I've just gotten used to riding with it and I like it better. So, all right, so let's see about swapping this out. So I think, like, I could tell there's a spring right there. I'm just trying to figure out. I guess I could read the directions, but maybe I should read the directions. Red one out here. This is probably the one that I'll be running on it the most. So for now, I'm just going to put the dark one in here so it doesn't get all scratched up. Keep it nice and clean. Okay, this has got some kind of little okay. So this, I noticed from this one, you just pull it down like this and it looks like the clip comes off. So now that I know how it works, let's see if I can get this to work on this one. It's down here, so I'm scratching my brand new helmet. And just like that. That's pretty easy. Pull it out and it pops off. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to pull this one back. Let's go back the way it was on there. Go. Wow, that's freaking super easy. So you just line it up. It's got this little, so I'm sure that turns with it. So you just line it up like you would like a screw, almost like a straight flathead screw. Pull out on that, push it in, and then just work it around, and then it'll push in. So okay, take this foam off here. Cover off. I don't have a microfiber cloth handy, but so that's how it's gonna look. Not gonna lie, it's pretty sexy right there. So, all right. Well, I think I'm super happy with it. I love the way it looks. It's super light. Felt really comfortable on, even for being, you know, the first time putting it on. Like I said, little pinch in the cheeks, but that's normal especially for a race helmet at the beginning. So I'm looking forward to trying it out on the bike, and I'll probably do a review where I talk about it while I'm riding the bike, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. But so far, super stoked with it. Love the way it looks, and yeah, nice to add it to my collection. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. You have a good night, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Ask any questions. Tell me what kind of content you're looking for, so I can make the channel more of what you guys are looking for. If you want to see more reviews, you want to see more tech tips, that kind of stuff, more vlogs, that kind of stuff. So, all right, take it easy. Peace.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and keeps you updated on all our latest content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new uploads. We've got a lot more exciting content coming your way that you definitely won't want to miss. Also, if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. We love hearing from you, and we'll do our best to respond to everyone. Finally, be sure to follow us on our social media channels for more behind-the-scenes content and updates. You can find all the links in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.